What up, y'all? It's your boy Big Zo. This ain't even a hip hop in the streets thing, man. This right here, this is gonna be a little lockup story. So check this shit out, man. It's like 2008 or whatever. And for some reason, everybody from my hood had got locked up at the same time. And we all caught about like a year and a half to 2 years or 2.5 years. Like, so everyone caught like from a year and a half to 2.5 years. And we all ended up on the same unit. We was in general population, you know what I'm saying? And then there's certain programs you could do when you got a certain amount of time. So if you got a long amount of time, you want to do a long program. So everybody, you know what I'm saying? The longest program really is the drug program in the 3 buildings. So everyone tries to do the drug program because it gets you the most good time and all that shit. So all of us ended up on the drug block, right? And every day niggas would kick it. Shit was cool. You know what I'm saying? It was like kind of like being in high school with all your homies again. Cause you know what I'm saying? Niggas just fuck around. There's nothing to do all day, so niggas just fuck around. Niggas might read, work out, play some ball, whatever niggas doing. You know what I'm saying? You just fuck around and try to pass the time until you get the fuck out, nigga. Then there's the phone bidders and shit, niggas that's always on the phone all the time and arguing with they bitch. Or some of them don't even be arguing with they bitch. Some of them, you know what I'm saying, they be having a good relationship with their bitch and they just always on the phone. They just phone bidders. And then there's just niggas like us. We was just running around doing shit, nigga. We was young, wild, you know what I'm saying? It's like 12 of us on a unit together. So, you know what I'm saying? There was other gangs that were like deep as shit too on the unit. But we were pretty deep. And the other niggas that were deeper than us was like MIC, you know what I'm saying? The street gangs and shit. So there was this other nigga that used to kick it with us. He wasn't from nowhere, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't necessarily a street nigga. I wouldn't say he was like a full square, because you know what I'm saying? He still grew up in the hood. He knew shit and shit like that. He just didn't claim nothing. He wasn't from nowhere. He wasn't from no street, no hood, no nothing. He was like a ball playing ass nigga, and that's what niggas would do. Play ball with the nigga a lot, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I guess he had a bad phone call one day or some shit. And this nigga decided to trip the fuck out. We was playing ball or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And niggas got a little... It's jail ball, nigga. Niggas gonna fuck around and hit niggas with elbows and shit like that, nigga, and be rough and push niggas down. So niggas had rejected his shit, bow, smacked the shit, crossed the shit, and made the nigga fall. And he felt like, I don't know, he was already going through some shit in his head. And he got up and he spit on my nigga Dro. Now, Joe was about to crash out right there on the basketball court. He ran at the nigga. I grabbed the nigga. Like, yo, chill. Just wait till we go back inside, nigga. All the cells automatically open when we go back inside. Y'all just lock in and get it on. So, boom. The shit ends, whatever. These niggas is arguing back and forth. We all go inside, and, you know what I'm saying? We go up, and we get on the unit. We're on the unit now. And this nigga just goes back to his cell like it's all good. So my nigga Joe runs up to his cell, nigga, and opens the door and runs in and just starts getting busy on the nigga. Bang, 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 bang. But this is the thing. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna, like, you know what I'm saying, just close it to the point where it don't lock, you know what I'm saying, and just watch the shit and hold down the fight. But my man Larry, smooth ass Larry, he slid his ass in there and they start jumping the nigga and they're waxing this nigga in there, beating the shit out of this nigga. But he was a tall ass nigga. And Dro and Larry are both some short niggas, so it was some comical looking shit. I would compare it to like, you know how they got midget wrestling and then they got real wrestling? Let's say Andre the Giant was getting beat up by 2 midget wrestlers. That's what the shit looked like to me, nigga. It was fucking hilarious. And they was waxing this nigga's ass. But in the end, I felt bad for the nigga. You know what I'm saying? And in the end, after they did what they did too, they felt bad for the nigga, because it's like, yo, we knew this nigga ain't this type of nigga. We know he's not from the streets. We know he's not one of us. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, nigga, spitting on a nigga, that's the ultimate disrespect. Just put that down in any book, anywhere. I'm pretty sure. Prison, jail, fucking the streets, school, anywhere. I'm pretty sure if you spit in a person's face anywhere, I'm guaranteeing they're gonna hit you. And if they don't, I don't know what kind of person that is. Because everyone that I know will definitely hit you if you spit on them. And I don't know what made him think he could spit. I guess it was the size difference. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, Dro, Larry, like, them niggas is from the streets. They fight a lot. You know what I'm saying? And they're from a hood that had a lot of beef. They're from Cameron Street. Anybody from Boston who know, they know that nigga Cameron is, you know what I'm saying, has a lot of beef. So Dro was always fighting. And anybody who's from Boston, like, and you from the streets, y'all probably know who I'm talking about, Dro from Cameron. And y'all know that that's a little wild nigga. So I think that's what made him think it was okay to spit on this nigga, because the size difference, like, yo, like, I'm like 6'7", and this nigga's like, you know what I'm saying, maybe 5'2" at the best. So nah, nigga, it wasn't that time, because Dro's little ass waxed the fuck out of this nigga before Larry even came in the room. Dro already had the nigga stuck up under the bunk and shit, nigga. So Larry and him just gave, I don't know, it was just some stupid looking shit, because it was a big ass dude getting the shit beat out of him by two small ass dudes. But size don't matter in a fight, and it never matters. It's your experience. People say it's the fight in the dog and all that shit, and it's your heart. No, it's not. It's your level of experience. You know what I'm saying? Because if you fight a lot, you may start getting beat up in the beginning, but as time progresses, you'll start to learn. You know what I'm saying? You'll build a tolerance to being hit. You'll be able to hit back. You'll understand the language of fighting. So it's not really about size, nigga. It's about experience, how much you do this. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, the dude, I just remembered his fucking name. It was David. The dude, David, didn't do this. You know what I'm saying? He played ball. Yeah, he was an athlete and he was in good shape and shit like that, but that doesn't mean you could throw your hands, my nigga. Yo, I'm gonna just keep posting little videos here and there, man, and give y'all fucking stories so y'all could vibe with them and shit. But that was a funny one, right? We're gonna go into another one, right? Because this bid, it was a long bid. It was a long bid. I had 2.5 years at this point in time, you know what I'm saying? And we was all together. So there's a lot of funny little stupid shit happening. But this one don't involve us at all. But it was like, I'd say it was like a mini riot. You know what I'm saying? So check it. In Boston, there's a lot of Bloods. That's pretty much anywhere on the East Coast. Everyone knows that. You know what I'm saying? In the jails, there's a lot of Bloods on the East Coast. That's a fact everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So there's always a lot of them on any unit. You know what I'm saying? On any given unit, all right. So in the county jail, you know what I'm saying, South Bay, it's like 76 motherfuckers on a unit. So say out of them 76 motherfuckers on every unit, you know what I'm saying, any given unit, you're gonna find at least 10 to 12 Bloods every unit. You know what I'm saying? And then in Boston, there's street gangs and colors and all kind of shit like that. Like, it's kind of fused together, because some niggas claim a street and a color. It's hard to explain, and I'll get into that in another video. But the point is, any given unit, you'll find 10 to 12 Bloods. And then there's hoods. And at this point in time, the other big numbered neighborhood that had like a lot of people on the unit at that time was the Point. You know what I'm saying? Some people call it Columbia Point. That was back in the day. Some people call it Harbor Point. The point is, it's a point. You know what I'm saying? And it's a project. It was originally like brick buildings, like a project, like New York projects. And then, you know, they knocked the shit down and tried to do the gentrification shit. And then they made them into townhouses. But it's still the same development. You know what I'm saying? It's still all the same shit. So them niggas, there was a lot of them niggas on the unit too. But on this unit, I say there was like, yeah, maybe like 13, 14 Bloods. And the Point niggas had maybe like 15, 16 niggas. I don't know, that like some raid had happened to their projects or whatever, and they all ended up in there. So one day, motherfucking you know, when we go out for rec, people get their mixes, mix up their goulashes, motherfucking their little bowls, their spreads, whatever the fuck. There's different names for the shit everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But we just call it a bowl. In Boston, we just call it, yo, I'm about to chef up a bowl. You know what I'm saying? So everybody be out there cooking. But you gotta think about it. Sometimes at the max on a unit they got 4 microwaves. But sometimes them shits break often. And you might be down to 2 microwaves. Now 2 microwaves for 76 motherfuckers, and niggas is all trying to cook at rec. And there's only a certain amount of time for each rec. There's gonna be arguments. So boom. One of the point niggas was making his shit, and it was in the microwave. And one of these big, bad, tough blood niggas, because, you know, the Bloods are always, like, extra rowdy when they're in jail and shit. So one of these niggas got tough and decided to take the point nigga shit out and motherfucking put his shit in. So when it was an older point nigga at that, too. So when the point nigga came back to go get his shit out the microwave, he seen his shit on top of the microwave. So he goes, yo, who took my shit out? No one says nothing. The nigga takes the whole microwave, opens it, and dumps everyone's shit out that's in there. And everyone's shit who was in there was all them blood niggas, because they're the ones who actually had took his shit out. So all them niggas hop up to pop off, right? Because they're usually deeper than everybody. But I don't think they actually ever peeped how many of them niggas there were. So boom, the nigga gets up who had took the shit out, and he goes over to say something to this nigga. Nigga rocks off on him immediately. Immediately. I'm talking. Fury hit. You know what I'm saying? He hit the shit out this nigga. This nigga flies back. The rest of them niggas get up and they try to bum rush homie. But all his homies are there too. So them niggas get up and everyone starts to get to mixing it up, right? And like I said, on the East Coast, the Bloods are usually the dominant force in jail. So they're used to winning. But not this motherfucking time, bro. Them niggas got their asses waxed the whole motherfucking fight. Every one of them niggas. It was like none of them niggas knew how to fight, and all the point niggas knew how to fight. It was like, it was comparative to, let's say, if a bunch of motherfucking MMA fighters came and decided to beat up a bunch of muscle heads. You know them niggas that be lifting weights at the gym that look big and strong and shit. Yeah, they're big and strong and shit. But once again, what I say about experience. They don't have the experience that these MMA fighters are going to have, and they're going to beat the shit out of them. And what happened to them blood niggas that day fighting against the point was atrocious, nigga. They got their asses waxed. Sometimes it happens that way, nigga. You can't run around and beat a bully all the motherfucking time and think you always gonna win. Because sometimes someone's gonna fuck you up. And that's how it goes. There's wins and losses in this shit. In the streets, in the game, in the joint, in life period, there's wins and losses. It's your boy Big Zo. Signing out. Y'all stay blessed.